use ChatGPT before you will be
Used by it.
used by yes. I love to work under stress and many challenges that you apply. Immediately apply what you learn. You can see the trends. And what I see is cloud. It doesn't matter, it could be AWS, Azure, or Google, or IBM. And I realized that it's actually what I am doing is really lifelong learning. What helps me again and again start from scratch.
Hello career enthusiasts, welcome to our channel. Today I am on campus of WHU in Düsseldorf. It's Otto Beisheim School of Management, and I am meeting Aza Borshchigova. She is an influencer. She is also an IT or tech expert in the area of cloud computing and digital transformation. And she worked with IBM and Daimler and some other big companies, and she is now studying in the MBA program. That's why she invited me to the campus to meet her and to talk with her about some strategies, about the strategies as a foreigner, as a job seeker, a career changer. That's what she is actually, and to talk about the topic of diversity and lifelong learning. She will also give us a piece of advice regarding the future skills in the area of technology. So I'm really looking forward to talk to her. She is an admirable person with a very, very exciting career path and life path as well. So check this out. Hello Aza, thank you for invitation to the campus, for the ability to interview you. You have a very extraordinary career path, and I would like to ask you to introduce yourself first before I ask you some more detailed question about your career.
First of all, thank you for having me today. I'm really glad to see you again. Thank you. I am Aza. I was born and grew up in Russia. I studied law in Russia in Astrakhan University, and actually I was thinking it is my destiny, and I will work as a lawyer for my whole life, but my life had other plans to me, and because of situation in Russia, it was a little bit hard political situation in Russia in 2006, and we moved to Yemen with 3 kids. I have three boys, and as I was thinking, now it's stable life in Russia, we have to move then to Yemen and to start from the beginning, from the scratch again. And there in Yemen we lived for 5 years, and again I was thinking it's now my country, my home. I started my own business there. I studied online. It was one of the first possibilities to study online at all. I studied management. I did a management course, and then opened my own beauty salon.
Great.
And it was really beautiful time, interesting, with many challenges. It was successful time, but again, as a war was starting there in 2011, yeah. Then we decided, so we was analyzing what we have to do, what our next step will be, because we had already 3 children, and it's important not only for us to choose other country, but for our children, for the future of them as well. So we decided to come to Germany and started over again from zero. First time was really hard.
Was it 2011 or between?
It was end of 2011.
Okay.
So we started from refugee camp.
Was it difficult to immigrate to Germany?
It was really difficult, but because we had some difficulties to go back to Russia, so we started here as a refugees, and it was possible for us. It was not so nice to start over and over again, but then I analyzed what is in my whole life is happening, and I realized that it's actually what I am doing is really lifelong learning. What helps me again and again start from scratch, and not to be afraid, stay motivated, and
maybe also to be confident that when you learn something to the end, when you finish it with success, then you will find a job.
Definitely.
Maybe this security that you have in yourself, or positive thinking, I would say.
Yes, I was really motivated, and I knew if I have a goal, I will achieve it in any price. So I would try my best, but I can achieve it as well. Especially in this country, it's so. At the one hand, it's bureaucratic, but it helps to you. You know what you have to do, what it will be, what will be your next step.
You just have to adhere to this bureaucratic process and be very patient, I would say. But still, it takes you to the finish line, I think.
Just use it, because it's not always negative to have the bureaucracy. So you know which
more
steps.
Dependable.
Sometimes it helps.
Okay. So how old were you when you decided to switch career? Because you didn't mention it, but you decided to study something completely new. Though you had interest in technology, but IT or tech industry was completely new for you as a lawyer or for a company manager. So how did you take this decision?
So as I came to Germany, it was not possible to use my previous diplomas and certificates. It was useless here. So I analyzed what I'm good in, what I would like to do as a next step, and what was actually my dream. And I really passionate about the technical stuff. I was really dreaming to be a hacker as a young girl. And now I decided, I wrote down all my weaknesses and strengths, and then decided actually I'm really good in it's really good possibility to go to technical area to start my so actually that was the decision to start my study, my new. I started in 2015.
Okay.
To study business informatics.
Business informatics.
And I was already 37.
37, okay.
And I was actually thinking about, is it possible at all in this? So I am not young enough for this for this area maybe. But then I was thinking, okay, if I don't start now, I will become older and older every year. We are getting not younger, and then I would try to, if at first, if it's not possible, then at least I could say to my children, look what I did, I achieved, I studied in Germany. Actually, it's big dream for many people from other countries to start just to study here.
Yes, of course. And why did you decide choose IT or technology instead of being or becoming lawyer here?
I worked before as a lawyer in Russia, and it was really you do it once. It's really a routine job, and that is what I don't like at all. It's really difficult for me if the same tasks repeating again and again and again, and maybe this is one of the points why I am building my bots that helps to to avoid this routine tasks.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Your area of specialty. Okay.
And then actually I was not really, so my math skills are just normal, nothing exceptional. And this is one of the points that I always say, you have not to be perfect in math or be a genius to start to work in tech industry. You just have to be motivated, really motivated, and to know just what you want to achieve, like a next step. Don't think, not overthink about the whole career. Just think about your next step. What you want, okay, I would do a training, what I want to achieve with it.
So
like
small
steps.
and then we'll see what comes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So as you finished your studies and then your career here in Germany started. Could you tell us more about it? What were your roles? What were your most important tasks, maybe?
During my study time, I had compulsory internship. And after that, I stayed in the same company. It was a small company, a tech company that provided some cybersecurity add-ons on the Word and the Microsoft packages. Like something like add-ins that help you to protect your files. And then during my study, after my internship, I continued to work for them, and my final thesis was with this company as well. So it was about cybersecurity. And it was interesting time, but I decided again, it's like, again, I am going to the area where it's repetitive. If you do it once in cybersecurity, you actually only have to repeat it again and again, and you have no challenges, not so much challenges. And then I was shortly working for DKB, Deutsche Kreditbank, in the same area, cybersecurity. And after that, I decided to switch completely to other area. It was robotic process automation. It was a really interesting area where you combine all your knowledge about programming, business process modeling, and project management all together. It's really so you can shift from one part to other and do it together.
Okay, so
to combine it.
More interesting, more diversified areas.
And it's not only programming, but all together. So you are working as a developer and as a business analyst,
project manager.
As well. Then actually I just changed my job last year, and since that I'm working for IBM as a senior consultant, and our area of what we are doing is cloud computing. But accidentally I am again in some project where we built some bots, and we ended this project last month. I was working with so it's banking area and programming bots for them.
But you told me previously that these are not just chatbots.
Yeah.
They are extracting data.
Yeah, that is process automation. You are building some programs that help. You can log in some, so use some databases or use some page web browsers or some formulas, templates or something what you can fill out or download something or fill out something. So there are many possibilities up to order some parts of some things like for automotive business, for example.
But you have much more roles, I think. You're also a teacher, part-time, I know that. You're also a student. You are, of course, you are an influencer and a role model for many women, maybe foreign women, also German women. How can you, what does your everyday life look like? How do you learn? How do you develop?
Yeah, actually, it's never. I have never boring day. It's challenging. It's sometimes stressful, but I love it. I love to work under stress and many challenges. Actually, routine is killing me. Okay. So it's better for me to work under stress. And I was working for 3 semesters as a lecturer at the university in
Berlin.
In Berlin, yeah,
Technical.
HTW Berlin. In English, University of Applied Science.
Yes.
Great university, my own university. I studied there, and then I was teaching other students as well. So what we used to do, it was really interactive project. During the semester, the students starting from the scratch, they are building their own company, like a fake company, and then they have to deal with it with dailies, like they are working with Agile. Then they are writing the business plan, then working on it, then building fake company environment. In some point where you have environment and no connection between some systems, you are building, the students are building some bots. So there are many tools what we are using, from BPMN, business process modeling, to then UiPath for robotic process automation. And the students are really learning hands-on, useful stuff that you can apply directly in real life. So I used to do it for 3 semesters, and the last semester 4. So I did it to last semester.
Okay. So in the face of AI, artificial intelligence, and also digital transformation, automation, which skills would you recommend to build for our audience, maybe for those who are interested in tech?
So I'm really trying to stay up to date, because it's my area, and I think it's really the most important thing is to stay curious and to read some articles on LinkedIn is enough. Okay. Even on LinkedIn, there are so many useful information. You can see the trends, and what I see is cloud. It doesn't matter, it could be AWS, Azure, or Google, or IBM. The second trend, yes, most popular is Gen AI, generative AI. I think everyone knows it, or using ChatGPT, everyone now using it. If not, please start to do it before it's too late. So use the how to say, use ChatGPT before you will be
Used by it.
used by, yes. Because it could be really useful. Even in my daily work, I'm using it's like assistant
Okay,
for me.
that's what I wanted to ask you as well. Which kind of GPT or maybe apps you use for the daily life in business and also for yourself, just to learn further. And do you have any advices?
Yeah. So some tools we already have in our company. I am really lucky that we have big, really huge academy where we can use not only our trainings but our tools as well. We can use some tools to set our goals, and I really write there down using SMART principles. You writing down measurable goals, like what trainings I want to do in next 3 months, for example. Then I'm writing down all chapters what I want to learn, and then at the end I am doing reflection.
With your boss or on your own?
So first I'm doing by my own. Of course, before I start to learn something, I discuss this stuff with my manager, because she's my career coach. And to stay on the path, my career path, I need the second person who said, okay, I think it makes sense, because I know I have clear vision for my career, but it could happen that not always my goals and my trainings are matching, because I noticed that I am tending to learn too much. And the point is to stop sometimes and not to start some courses because they are for free for us. I'm trying to learn everything, and it's sometimes it's dangerous, because you never end any courses, but you start again new one. So it's important to differentiate what I will learn and what not, and then to compare it with your goals.
I absolutely understand you, and this is the Kanban principle. Start finishing, I think. And also for me as a learner, as a very motivated learner, I also have to stop myself and say, now I have to implement something from what I learned.
Yes, it's really important that you apply, immediately apply what you learn. Better to do small steps, but apply it in real life. To try any, there are many possibilities. For example, for cloud, you have sandboxes where you can train and rebuild your things, what you learned. But really, it's important not to stay only on theory side, but try it practical, use it in practical way as well.
Do you maybe participate in kind of marathons in stuff that you learn? Is it common at all in this area?
It's really common, but I am a slow thinker. I heard about the terms, some of them quick or
I wouldn't say it about you.
Fast thinker,
Okay.
but I am slow thinker. I cannot. Sometimes I have to think about it twice, to analyze it, because I love to do it properly. And if you do it quick, in my case, it could be chaotic. So I love to do it properly. So I decided not to use to go to hackathons or something, because it's stressful for me and I cannot be so fast, and it stressed me. But there are many possibilities for programmers to the hackathons. In cloud, I never heard about hackathons, but maybe there is something, but it's more deep area. So, but there are live webinars with hands-on trainings.
Okay.
There are many possibilities, even in their own companies like AWS providing many hands-on trainings or webinars.